Good morning, my dear students. Standard 10. I, J. Kumar, once again before you with today's topic, and today's topic will be graphite, also a crystalline carbon, also a crystalline form of carbon. Students, in my last video, I discussed before you about diamond, which is the crystalline form of carbon or one of the allotrope of carbon. Students, in crystalline form, graphite too comes. Diamond and graphite both are said to be crystalline forms of carbon. So in my last video, you learned about diamond, and today we'll be talking graphite. Students, graphite is a black soft substance. Graphite is a black soft substance. Naturally, my dear students, graphite is found under the earth just like diamond, but at different depth from diamond. Both are found in our earth crust, but at different depths. Okay, so graphite also is found inside the earth. Today we have to know this fact. Now, students, graphite can also be manufactured. Graphite can be manufactured. Now we have to learn how. Students, graphite can be manufactured by coke. When coke is heated at extremely high temperature, you can say temperature is here 3000 or above, 3000 degrees Celsius or above. So if this temperature is provided to coke, coke turns to black soft material, and that black soft material is graphite. So graphite can be manufactured. Graphite is manufactured by heating coke, giving high temperature of 3000 degrees Celsius in an electric furnace. In an electric furnace. Okay? And naturally it is found under the earth crust just like diamond, but from different depth inside the earth. Students, diamond and graphite both are same, both are carbon, but the difference between these two are far and wide. Both are entirely different. Diamond, about diamond, I discussed before you, diamond is the hardest known substance, whereas graphite is a soft substance. White diamond is the hardest substance because of its structure. The structure of diamond makes diamond hardest known substance, and that structure I discussed before you. That structure is a complex three-dimensional tetrahedral structure in which each carbon joins with four other carbons by a strongly covalent bond. But students, graphite structure is different from diamond. The structure of graphite is said to be layering hexagonal ring structure. Layering hexagonal ring structure, which is different from diamond. Diamond is tetrahedral structure. Diamond has tetrahedral structure, but graphite has hexagonal layering ring structure. Hexagonal, you can see already I have drawn the structure of graphite here. You can see the ring, the hexagonal ring. For sake of convenience, I have marked here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You can see here 6 ring of 6 carbons, and this is hexagonal ring. This is also hexagonal ring, this is also hexagonal ring, and this is also hexagonal ring. So students, in a structure of graphite, hexagonal rings are present. And students, this structure is layering, means in layers. A structure of graphite is in the form of layers, several layers, one upon another layer. But students, in the layers, in the different layers, in the various layers of graphite, you can see here, there exists a weak force of attraction which is known as van der Waals force or van der Waals forces of attraction. And you can see here, I have written here van der Waals force. Students, I have shown here by the dot line, between the rings, between the two rings, I have shown here weak van der Waals force by dots, by giving dots. So this is the weak force of attraction. And students, this force of attraction you can understand from the example of cream bikis. Just like you have seen, just like in cream biscuit, between the two layers there is cream. Between the two bikis there is cream, and that cream provides a weak force, and that weak force holds the two bikis together. In similar way, in graphite structure there are various layers, and those various layers of graphite are joined with a weak force of attraction which is known as van der Waals force of attraction, and in a structure it is shown by giving several dots, right? Weak force of attraction. Students, this weak force of attraction makes graphite a soft substance. If you hold one layer of graphite and slightly push the another layer slides easily. And due to this, graphite is regarded as a soft material. Graphite is softer. So what is the reason of soft nature of graphite? Layering structure of graphite. Between the layers, between the various layers, there is a weak force of attraction known as van der Waals force. Right? Now students, the melting and boiling point of graphite is also higher, just like diamond. Diamond also had high boiling point, melting point. Graphite too had high melting and boiling point. So here, what is the reason of high melting point of graphite? So you can understand this by its structure. Students, in a structure of graphite, I discussed before you, there are hexagonal rings. In these hexagonal rings, students, between carbon and carbon, this is bond, covalent bond. So students, in the hexagonal rings of graphite, there exists a strong covalent bond. A strong covalent bond which requires too much heat energy to break, to melt. So students, much heat energy is required to break this existing strong covalent bonds to melt, and that's why melting point of graphite is higher. So what is the reason of high melting point of graphite? Strong covalent bonds between the hexagonal rings which require too much heat energy to break, to melt. Right? Students, another important property of graphite is that graphite is good conductor of electricity. Diamond is bad conductor of electricity, but graphite is good conductor of electricity. So what is the reason of its good conductivity? What is the reason of its good conductivity? Students, you can reply answer of this question from the structure of graphite. Students, in a structure of graphite, each carbons joined with three other carbons. Each carbon joins with three other carbons and one electron is free to each carbons. As you know, the valency of carbon is 4. But in a structure of graphite, each carbons use only its 3 electrons to mutually share with 3 other carbons, and 1 electron is a spare to each carbons. Students, here you can see how carbon has used only its 3 electrons. Students, you can see here, just see, this is carbon and this carbon has joined with this carbon and this carbon. 1, 2, 1, 2 and this is 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, consider upon this carbon. This carbon had directly joined with 3 other carbons. So 1 electron is free to this carbon. And not only this carbon has 1 free electron. Truly, all the carbons have 1 spare electron in the structure of graphite. As graphite has free electrons, mobile electrons, so it can conduct electricity easily. And that's why graphite is a good conductor of electricity. So students, why graphite is good conductor of electricity? Because in a structure of graphite, each carbon joins with 3 other carbons and 1 electron is free to each carbons in the structure of graphite, and that's why it is able to conduct electricity. Right? So students, why graphite is soft material? Why graphite is good conductor of electricity? All these questions can be explained on the structure of graphite. And the structure of graphite is layering hexagonal ring structure. Between the layers, there exists a weak van der Waals force. Due to this weak van der Waals force, one layer can slide easily over another layer, and this makes graphite a soft material, a soft substance. Okay, students, and how graphite can be manufactured? Graphite can be manufactured by heating coke, giving high temperature of 3000 degrees Celsius in an electric furnace. Right? How is graphite? Graphite is a black soft substance and it is the crystalline form of carbon. Okay, so in graphite, this much you have to keep in your mind, and I hope you have learned all these things from this class. So you just watch the video and make yourself update. Thank you very much.